Welcome to another episode of Patrick's Sweet Wood.
Dad, why can't it be Patrick and Son's Sweet Wood?
Did you spend any money on this? You're not even old enough to have sweet wood yet. You know you have to be 18 at least to have sweet wood. Okay, so what our customer has brought us is a kids table. You can see my son and assistant Noah. He'll be helping today. And he is almost 16. You can see it's already too small for him. So it's definitely a kid's table. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this table and transform it into Patrick's Sweet Wood. Everybody wants to get Patrick's Sweet Wood in their life, and I understand why. On this table, what the customer would like us to do is change it, because you can see overall it's in pretty good shape the way it is, but he wants it to be dark wood because it always looks bigger when it's dark wood, doesn't it? Isn't that what they always say? Dark wood looks bigger? I mean, isn't that what they say? Okay. Anyway, so we're going to stain this cherry, or a dark red mahogany, really. Cherry's really lighter. It's going to be a dark mahogany. And then we're going to put right here in the center, we're going to stencil that in the center of the table, just this part. And then on each corner, it will have this one. And then show them on the back of the chair. It will also be there. So that just gives you kind of an idea of how that center will look on there. That will be done in gold. So it'll be dark wood with gold. And when it's done, now this is not a rescue. The great news is on something like this, I don't have to sand every item down all the way. You know, that's less time rubbing on the wood. You don't want to, you know, rub your wood too long. It's a bad idea, right, son? You don't want to rub your wood too long, do you?
No.
Okay, that's the correct answer. Okay, I'm going to give you a little help, a secret weapon when you have stuff on your table. Like, for example, see that red mark right there? Or this will work great on windshields. This is steel wool, but it's the finest kind you can get. It's 4/0 or 4/0 fine steel wool. You can find it in the paint section or in a hardware store. And what you do is, and this is the least damaging thing you can put on your wood, and you don't want to damage your wood, right? So look, you just rub very gently. You rub real gently on your wood. Just rub that wood. Everybody enjoys that. What?
That's nasty.
Anyway, as you can see, it will just clean that right off, but it's not scratching really the surface of the table, just micro scratches. And look at that. Boom. Now, we do have one challenge, and that is there's some damage to this wood. And let's be honest, nobody wants damaged wood. I mean, you can't use damaged wood, and you want to use your wood, right, son? Right?
Yes, all the time.
That's right. Yeah, you better not. Anyway, another story. So right here is where the damage was done on this table. The foot was, it appeared to have been chewed on by a dog or maybe a really badass kid. I don't know which, but it was not fixable with the sand because there was too much missing wood. So what I did is I took this wood filler and a putty knife, that's all you need, and I really coated it much more than you need. You always want to give more to the wood than it needs. You got to give a lot to this wood, right? Because you're going to sand it down, and what's left replaces the wood that's gone. So you need an over amount of it in order to sand down and get to what you want. On the putty, what you're going to do is you're going to take sandpaper. This is a 60 grit. All right, so it's really rough, and that's fine because I'm not trying to do a final finish. I just want to get this down, get this wood down, okay? So what you do is you take your sandpaper and you just rub on that wood in this kind of motion, like that.
Dad.
What?
Dad.
I'm just getting this wood down, man. The next episode, what you'll see is we'll actually begin to sand and start the staining of the table. So stay tuned, share this with someone if you don't mind, and remember, if you're good to your wood.